Hello, all the people. So I can't, I cannot believe it. It is day 4 of my 31-day challenge to go live on the Bookface every day through the month of March, and I just want to say that I'm doing this largely. Two main reasons I'm doing this challenge. The first is that I wanted to get more accustomed to doing videos on a regular basis and to allow myself to feel comfortable doing that because I haven't done it all that often in the past. So it's about habit forming. The other really big reason, and probably the main reason why I'm doing this challenge to go live every day, is for MS Awareness Month, which I've begun calling Murmur Awareness Month because I find it really difficult to actually say Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month, and hence I'm saying it really slowly so that I don't mess it up. And I thought I would share with you, and before I do, I know that um, a lot of the things I'll be saying this month will be me repeating things I've said before throughout my written posts here on the Bookface. And the reason I'm repeating things through the course of this month, or will be repeating things through the course of this month, is the fact that I'm doing this for MS Awareness Month. So I'm not going to apologise for any repetition from previous stories. And I thought I would begin by saying, before I talk about MS, look at that sunrise in the background. So it's just gone 7:30 in the morning. You would think that um, you would think that this was just a replay of previous videos because for the 4th day on the trot, it's a glorious sunny morning. I mean, it's 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 a bit fresh. So, definitely unboiling at this time in the morning. There's still a little bit of frost on the grass over there, and so I thought I would just talk a little bit. Oh, before I talk about MS again, I'll just say I've been out for my daily morning walk, but actually I jogged for most of it, and I'm happy to say that this morning, is the furthest I have jogged in one go since my MS diagnosis, which I received in spring 2019. And so I'm making amazing progress at the moment, so I'm really chuffed about that. I thought I would share the state I was in at the time I was admitted to hospital in February 2019, and had a laundry list of symptoms, the highlights of which included the fact that neither of my legs supported my body weight anymore. In fact, my right leg had become so unresponsive, the only way I could move it was by shoveling it around with my hands, or if I was holding myself up on my trusty cricket bat, the other way I could move it was by swinging my hips. So my right leg had just become a useless lump of meat and bones, and so it was completely useless. I had sensory loss from the chest down, and I mean my arms were okay, but the from my chest down, uh, everything was numb all the way down from my chest to my feet, and I could only really feel temperature. So hot or cold running water, I could feel the temperature of the water, and I could feel changes in temperature in the atmosphere generally. And but I also had shooting pains in my head, which were really painful. I had flu-like shivers almost all the time. I had swollen feet, which I suspect may have been water retention, and they were absolutely enormous. And I had to buy new footwear in order to be able to wear boots or shoes or anything. And I also had on a regular basis involuntary spasms emanating from the diaphragm, sometimes really quite violent, and I would just have to wait for them to pass because I was unable to control them. Um, Now, although I couldn't walk, I also suffered disorientation. My balance was shot to pieces, and I was experiencing fatigue, both mental and physical, um, on a daily basis. By the time this happened, I was suffering quite bad back pain. My spine was locked. I could no longer turn it. There, I'm just demonstrating at the moment that I can do that now, which is awesome. And I also had problems with my digestive system, urinary and the rest of it, digestive. Um, in essence, my entire body was shutting down. Um, that's how it seemed to me, anyway. And then there were lots of other minor issues with my condition. A couple of which my speech was affected, and I would when I recorded myself, which when I was holding meetings and things like that, I would play back the recordings and find that many of the words that I spoke were slurred, um, and I also had minor vision impairment. Um, it wasn't something that troubled me particularly, but it was something of which I had to become aware. Now, today, I am virtually symptom free, and I did actually refuse medication on numerous occasions, and employees inside our national health system um, been contacting me on a regular basis, insisting I must get on the drugs right away, on a lifelong basis. And I've refused that every step of the way. And I decided, um, as an experiment to some degree, to find out if it's possible for me to manage my condition without the need to get on the drugs. So, as far as I'm concerned, it seems to be working at the moment. We're now 6 years. It's just over 6 years since I was admitted to hospital, and here I am. So today's post was for MS Awareness Month. I'll try and say the words Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month, and that's all I'm going to share today. I will probably publish a written post later today, again in support of MS Awareness Month, and that's all I'm going to say for this morning. So today has been day 4 of my Post Every Day through March live video challenge, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye for now. Cheers.